And joining us for the latest on this manhunt is former US Marshal Arthur Roderick. Arthur, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Natasha.
This is the fourth day authorities have been searching for him. The only sighting, and we just showed it a moment ago, was early yesterday on a Ring camera, on a security camera. He did somehow get a backpack. Do you feel that he is still close to this prison tonight?
I've talked to some law enforcement sources, and it looks like he's probably more than likely still in that area. As a matter of fact, they had a sighting just a few hours ago in a very large wooded area, and I know they've shifted a lot of law enforcement to that particular area to go ahead and look. Dogs, canine, helicopters, aircraft, a lot of foot patrols. So I think they're getting very close to probably bringing this individual back into custody.
You know, and the Chester County District Attorney's Office, to your point, saying hundreds of law enforcement officers are searching right now. They are utilizing drones, helicopters, and dogs. How do you believe he has evaded capture so far? And I do want to ask, many of the comments that we got on our NewsNation YouTube page simply said, use a heat signature from a helicopter. You'll find him in a second. Why is it not that simple?
It really isn't. I mean, if a FLIR, which is the forward-looking infrared, which generally people know about, mounted on helicopter or aircraft, it usually does a pretty good job finding individuals in more of an open area. But it's not that easy in a real heavily wooded area or someplace you can find cover, good cover, whether it's rocks or a cave or any type of cover like that would cover that heat signature. But I will tell you that this is a little different than some of the other cases that we've talked about over the past month or past couple of weeks. This individual really doesn't have that much of a support system or family, friends, or associates in this particular area. So he's more or less out on his foot all alone in this rural area, and he hasn't found a way to get out of there yet. And I'm very hopeful that this sighting that they had around 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon will basically do him in, because this is one individual that we've got to get into custody as quick as possible.
Yeah, what can you tell us about this latest sighting?
Other than it was a visual sighting, which I figured, eventually that would get this individual in custody. It would be the public actually being alert and calling in if they see something. They're calling in the reports, and that's exactly what occurred here. It was an individual that said that he's been spotted, so they converged law enforcement into that particular wooded area. But it is a fairly large area, and it's going to take them a while to go through there and make sure they're doing a methodical and strategic search of that particular area.
Yeah, and it is hard to tell on the photos and surveillance tape. Cavalcante standing at 5 feet tall, about 120 pounds. What is your message to residents, though? Why should they not underestimate this man?
Well, obviously, he's committed at least 2 homicides that we know of or suspect him of, and this individual's violent. He doesn't speak English very well. He's English is basically his third language. He speaks Portuguese and Spanish. So this individual is very violent, and if he's armed or if he gets a hold of a knife, there probably won't be much of a warning that this individual is going to attack. He's got to find a vehicle. He's got to get out of that area. And in order for him to do so, he's got to commit a crime. And hopefully law enforcement can arrest him before he commits another crime or hurts another individual.
If you were in charge of this search, how would you handle it differently to ensure he's caught as soon as possible?
No, I think they're doing a great job. I mean, the hardest part for law enforcement are these manhunts that occur in these very rural areas, because they are so time-consuming, not only time-consuming, but resource-consuming in the amount of people that you need to cover these types of areas, especially if there's thick brush or heavy woods. It's difficult for people to get in there and search a particular area very well, and it takes a lot of time. And you know, I probably, if I was in charge of this, wouldn't do anything differently, because they're handling this. Not only are they investigating the escape from the jail, but they're handling this manhunt outside of the jail facilities, and they're also looking at any possible associates he could have in that area that he might make contact with to get some assistance.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.